Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dark Elves playthrough, where we are currently, well, we're just finishing up another Chaos invasion we've had, and we are going to then proceed with our conquest of Ulthuan. We are also somehow managing to be friendly with the rest of the world, because obviously we're good, friendly Dark Elves here. Let's grab Arcane Conduit for you, and
black-hearted
let us finish these guys off.
Cruel Dreadlord. A novel prospect.
Let's get everybody on the board. I want to make sure this is
maggots.
extra killed. I want to make 100% sure we completely destroy this army.
My journey begins.
Speak! I shall destroy! Death to all enemies!
Nice, easy win. Okay, right now you, sir, are heading. He's heading back down to Ulthuan at max speed. You are coming up here to deal with them. One of you guys can recap here.
Dreadlord of the Druki.
And you can start double timing it over here. So this little army is now nice and trapped. Now there will be another Chaos Horde somewhere floating around, so I do want to be aware of that. However, it's not anywhere too soon. Alright, we're going to pull back into Vauls Anvil here, because if they attack me in Vauls Anvil, as we've proven, I can hold Vauls Anvil, and it now has even more defences. I can actually build a specialist building here, which I haven't yet. I don't know why I didn't build that. We're going to knock this over, which would give us even more things to help defend. Let's start getting the repairs out here. And we're going to get the walls straight up on Slaver's Point this time, guys.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Okay, and we can get a name of power for this guy. So, Marshal increases his combat skill. Lord's Army. I'm going to increase the Lord's Army skills. Okay, the raid.
Victory!
Whilst raiding, your fleet spots a small, relatively undefended coastal village, an attractive target. As a demonstration of force, your Black Ark Corsairs could assault the village by sailing directly into the bay and storming the beach. However, there could be prudence in beaching further downwind and attacking secretly under cover of darkness. So, we can gain via Grey Vanquisher, which, take the name The Grey Vanquisher, which makes Shades and Dark Riders cheaper and buffs up their melee attack and their armour, or Kraken Claw, which buffs up Black Ark Corsairs. We don't really use Black Ark Corsairs, so we'll take the other one. Which is nice. It does buff up our Shades, even though we don't particularly use Shades. It's always, well, we do use Shades. I don't necessarily put them in melee. We're going to do Stalker for him to keep his Lord nice and loyal.
Druki!
And for you as well. And let's enter. So, okay, we're getting back down with various forces. They're setting up in the gate. We're probably going to lose Torilier. However, if they push too far forwards, we will take them on. They don't have too many armies now after the nice big war which we had with the nice big battle Malekith had. And Malekith is reforming his army over here. As soon as Malekith's back, we will get him back into that army. And that army will come straight back over here. At which point we're going to push down to Lothan. Oh! And here comes some actual Chaos armies. Okay, so these guys, potentially, if they start heading for me, I want to take them out, because that will stop the Chaos invasion in its tracks. We're going to be keeping armies over to defend against that anyway. Okay, this is good. I want to hold here and wait for them to actually assault me, because if they assault me, I will be able to take them out quite nicely. My only worry is them bringing that third army around, which could cause problems, but we'll deal with that if they do that. I'm better fighting a defensive battle than an offensive battle, guys, basically. Hopefully these guys might be a war, so actually we might get these guys taken out. Oh, this faction, I'm not sure what that faction is. They have settled, however. Which is useful. Sometimes having rogue armies settling is actually a useful thing to happen, because you can then get trading partners from them. So the Manflayers are, what are they doing? They're running away. Ooh, and we have more Chaos armies over there. No, I don't really want a defensive alliance with you.
The ever-chosen himself, Archaon, has been sighted.
So, what's this
He leads
faction?
a host of immeasurable power.
So this is Archaon the Ever-Chosen.
Welcome you.
So these guys
Deliver your
are Wood Elves, who will give me a trade agreement.
I will do my duty.
That's good, actually. Even though I've got treaties with all of these guys' enemies, they are making very good friends with me. I am very concerned about Mazamundi, because he is getting quite powerful. He is allied with me at the moment, scarily. Well, friendly with me. So he's got quite a big chunk of here, and he's got... Oh, he doesn't have too big a chunk over here. Is the Empire still in existence? No, the Empire is gone. So I suspect... Let's look at the vampire counts.
It is night.
Yeah, the vampire counts are huge, so and I think that there's big vampire factions I need to be wary of, so
What? It cannot be done. Moving!
No, wait,
Action station!
whoops. Excuse me while I go
I
dirt.
shall not rest.
Is it simply because this guy is in the way? How infuriating is that?
I watch from the shadows.
Strangely, I do seem to be a breeding ground here for new rogue armies. How's this going? And when do I get Mr. Malekith back? One more turn.
Dreadlord, at your command.
Does Torrelir have walls? Yes. So you can move down into
dark
here.
Purpose.
You can up this place, because that's obviously more golds, and get the thing out. I know golds isn't a real word, guys. I'm saying it satirically. Okay. So, Marathi is here. They do have an army down here, but I don't know where that's going. I'm relatively safe up here.
Make you comfortable.
Let's keep looking through my territories to get all of my income sorted out. Oh, you can get leveled up. Let's get your wall up. Okay, this place is getting good now, so these places, those gates, we're getting a lot of things in to be able to build. So we can get Blackguard in these now. One thing I can't get is Executioners. However, that does mean I can start pushing out some quite big, powerful armies from some of them. Okay, we're actually low on cash now. A couple of people to level up. Let's get you a cold one. And let's end turn. Now, we are getting quite dragony armies in some of our big armies, especially once our lords level up, because a lot of my lords do end up on dragons, which is quite nice, as do the high elf lords. So we do have some good dragon fights. They do get better dragons than me, unfortunately. So where is the Ever-Chosen going? I want him to actually come over to attack me, because if I can destroy him and the other army which is following him, I have to take out the entirety of the Warriors of Chaos, though, to break the invasion, and the other army seems to have stopped somewhere else. okay, Marathi's probably going to have to stay to try and deal with that army. But we've got our other army coming down, and Malekith's army being reformed, so that's not too bad. Once Marathi deals with them, she'll start burning down this coast. But, you know, reclaiming this territory for Dark Elves, for the Dark Elves, and then we'll just approach Lothern. Once Malekith is back, we'll mass our armies for the final push on Lothern, which will be a big thing for us to recapture Lothern. That little army is very stuck there. Okay, now we have more Chaos fleets coming that way, so that is something. There you go. They are spread out, however, so we're in good positions to deal with them, and they've potentially taken hits elsewhere. I do find it a little annoying they all come for us. I don't think they're meant to. I think that's an issue at the moment. I think they are meant to kind of just attack everybody to an extent, rather than just Zerg for the player. But we'll see. We'll see exactly how this goes. I think one lot is meant to spawn next to me, however.
Noble of Nagaroth, to the waves!
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You can go and recap Slaver's Bay. Sorry, Slaver's Point. Ooh!
Corruption is spreading.
We need to change the name here a little bit. We'll change it to the Undefeated rather than... I would like it to be the Undefeated Fortress, but it is doesn't need a capital T on the... Because this place has fended off so many attacks and not fallen at all. Okay, so Marathi can... We're going to move up to here for now. Can we? We don't have enough movement to go into ambush stance. You can get yourself a Malekith. And let's get him some... Oh, he keeps all of his people. We do have another one, so... Are there any good banners for us to get? Most of the banners are already used. Couple of turns. We're also going to do the quest mission for Malekith for obvious reasons. Let's level this up.
Speak for the Witch King.
What's that army like?
Druki nobility. Falling back.
I'm not going to do it just yet. I will hold here. I can take them at leisure. If they start pushing, I'll start chasing. I'm quite happy here to defend here as well. What I really want to do is I want to get him down as soon as I can. Let's have another look through all of my places, work out what's best for me to do. Get a wall going there, and we'll get other things going soon.
The Black Court.
You can start double timing down to here as well. You can wait there, and we've got another tech. So we just upped some of our... We just upped our Blackguard, giving them more weapon strength and more defense, and now we're going to go for the Executioners, giving them more melee attack and more weapon strength. And then we'll start doing all the same for our large units, our Black Dragons and our War Hydras, certainly. So that's going to make them a lot tougher. This whole tree is very beneficial, actually. Certainly this half of it. So and then we'll start working on some of the older ones again. Okay, let's increase our tax rate here. Oop. And let's get that horse underway. And Marathi has leveled up again. We are pushing down this tree now, aren't we? Oh no, we do want to get blessed by evil, because that's a huge buff for her. I already have good reserves. by having some of the other abilities we've got. However, no, we're going to take Earthing, and then we'll get Blessed by Evil. No, not Earthing, sorry. Power Drain, and then Blessed by Evil. Okay. Let's up his weapon damage. And let's end turn. So this little army knows it's on its last days. We do have other Chaos Hordes heading for us, but we're in a good position to deal with them. Unless they charge north. If they charge north, I might be a little worried. Might need to redirect some forces, but I'm not hugely worried about that happening. And we might need to send... once we've fended this off, I might send a little expeditionary force over to smash those Chaos forces over there, which aren't coming our way, to try and finish Chaos off once and for all. Okay, so Lothan are trying to reorganise. They are struggling. What do you want? Yes, you can have a non-aggression pact. Everybody is friendly. The issue is we've got Chaos Invasion after Chaos Invasion, and it is forcing all of the old enemies to become allies. Now what will happen is once this war finishes with Chaos, is this will slowly start breaking apart, and actually everybody will slowly start becoming hostile to each other again. However, everybody will be so allied together that the first person to declare war will be declaring war on everybody. Yeah, he's dead, and he knows he's dead. He can't escape now. These guys already appear to have taken some damage, so they shouldn't be too difficult to deal with wherever they land. Still a bit concerned about the Varg up there, but they are dealing with Bretonia, who has become a northern faction. I love the fact that Bretonia is now up here rather than down here. I'm also concerned by how powerful Mazamundi is getting over there, because I suspect Mazamundi is quite good at wiping out chaos. So, sorry, vampires. So,
Vile plan. Say, damn you. Malevolent Lord. What? Corruption of the vilest sort.
okay, so that's we're closing in on them.
Yes.
He does have good walls. So Marafi's
Let
going to
all
move to
tremble.
here and switch to ambush stance. You are going to
Such slaughter.
come and land here. If they head up here, I'm not that fussed. My sorceress has leveled up. Let's pop another one in this. No, let's get Earthing to reduce our miscast chance. Nice. If these places get bigger and bigger, they get really good, solid. In the top level, we have 2 black dragons, witch elves, execute. You know, we have at the top end of these are so powerful, you know. So 4 blackguard, 3 executioners, 4 witch elves. I'm not so keen on witch elves. We don't have many archers actually in these, even leveled up fully. But you know, in fact, do they seem to? They get less archers as they level up, which is a bit weird. But they do gain monstrous units, so I would almost prefer more archers in them, but you can't have everything. He's nearly done. These guys
Yes.
will attack here soonish. I want to not start taking damage here.
The
How long
defences
will he
will
hold? 11 turns, so I'm in no rush. They're basically building up their siege equipment at the moment, so these guys do need a turn or two to recoup after this anyway. Let's end turn. That little Chaos army is in trouble, and it knows it. And once we've dealt with that, we're going to start sailing a couple of these guys. We'll actually might meet some of these armies which are heading towards us at sea. Because a 3 army force with a black arc leading it is a very powerful little way of way of pushing. And the Warriors of Chaos are beginning to struggle. Once they fall, I don't care if it's not me, but we will stop getting these regular incursions into our territory, which will really mean, which means that the High Elves really will fall. Okay, so we are fighting this defense. This is not going to be an easy battle because they've got a lot of aerial. These aerial units are my biggest threat here, guys. And they are the things which need dealing with first. However, I've got a very nice army here with good setup. We've got Shades. We've got a lot of Blackguard of Naggarond who are very, very strong. They're not anti-infantry, but they're good anti-large actually, guys. So that's gonna help us. Obviously, I've got a lot of people who've got a single lord here. They've got a lot of heroes, so they've got a lot of magic to cast. But the thing with that is it doesn't actually necessarily help them. So let's pull everything back to start with. Let's take a gamble on our magic. That was not worth doing. Right, let's grab all of our ranged into one place. And pull our monstrous units down to this end as well. Right, these guys do much more damage. They're going to go in the centre here, where all of these dragons are going to hit us.
Dark shards. Cold-blooded killers.
Dark shards out here and here. They don't have a ram, so they might not go for my gates straight out. They're going to go up my walls, however. The harpies can go over here. They are going to be they will try to go around and get the words are failing me. They will try and go around and get their artillery. We're mixing up all of my units a little bit. So a nice solid line here. And we're going to do the same over here. We're keeping these guys behind over here, guys, because actually that helps us defending. You guys can go next to this gate. You guys can go next to this gate. You guys can go here. Right, who have we not used? You guys can actually pull back. We're going to put some dark shards up along here. Ooh, have I left one of my gates empty? Nope.
Dark Elves. We are ready. Dealers in death. Dark shards. Dark Elves. Dark shards.
Right, I want these guys in this gap. You guys can.
Killers. Nagarothi. Dark shards.
Where am I going to put these guys? These guys, we can have a double unit here. My cav can go in the middle, as can these guys. And my dragons can sit here. My lord is mounted, so she can't go up anywhere. Is my mage mounted? Yeah, she's also mounted, so she can kind of go in the middle here. I wish I could dismount people in while we're loading up, and she can go on the wall over here. I actually want a few more blackguards over here.
Eager for battle. Red spears.
Okay, let's start this battle.
We are ready.
So if they go for my gate, a lot of these guys are going to go through. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hit that ram. So if they smash my gate, obviously a lot of my guys are going to go down off the walls.
Black guards. Understood.
Focus on that dragon first with my towers. You can hit that one. In fact, my lord can come over here, where they're more likely to hit us. Let's whack a breath spell through them. These aren't going to do much. This breath spell's not going to do a huge amount of damage here. They're already casting spells against us. I do want to be aware of that. Once they start moving, I will go deal with them.
Servant of Hecate! Come, Malekith!
You can come over here actually and cast this.
Vengeance.
As soon as they get in range.
Enemy fire.
Let's drop some fireballs on that. They're already taking huge damage. And hammering into that. It didn't quite hit where I wanted it to actually, but we'll cope. Let's drop another spell over that. Another one, just to smash that unit, and we're breaking their push here quite successfully. And here come the dragons. Let's engage them. Get my dragons hitting their dragons. And let's get both of my dragons on this dragon. Here comes their phoenixes. But here's good, because they're in range of all of my archers as well. They are on our walls here. Let's hammer into them. Let's go harass that dragon, and let's get my spearmen up here to deal with that dragon. Oh, perfect! Let's get my dragons on that dragon. In fact, let's get one of my guys on this phoenix. Okay, they're starting to melee the gate. So we're going to pull some of these guys back down.
Black guards.
Okay, you guys can push up here where they're really pushing on. We need more support over here, actually.
Bloody murder. Target waits. Glorious destruction. Great spears.
It's actually perfect.
Black guards. Orders understood. Eager for battle.
Where's my lord? She should be here as well.
Nagaroth!
She can buff up her damage.
Furious star!
Let's whack another thing through there. Let's get my harpies moving up to this edge. Okay, my dragon can hit that guy. You can breathe here.
The merciless host.
Right, I'm pulling some of my shades back here, guys, because they'll be able to shoot up onto the walls to deal with these guys,
Orders understood.
which will help my attack. They are hitting the gate. My gate is actually going down, so let's get my Hydra over here. You can reform here. Let's get some of these guys down now. You guys can turn this way. You guys can come over here. I mean, they've broken it with Loth and Seaguard, which is not a huge issue. You can hammer over here into here, as can you. In fact, we can breathe on some of these guys, because we're taking a lot of damage here.
Merciless warriors.
And you can slam down into there.
Shades. It is done.
So the walls here are proving trickier to hold. But getting our guys down here, they'll start really hammering into them.
Justice.
Let's get my mage back over here. because she can start throwing out some extra fire damage. You guys can also come and form over here. You guys can go straight to this now. As can my towers, which are still up. Why are you guys not engaging?
Battle ready.
We're holding really well here, so that's not a huge issue. Here is the main battle now. And my dragons are on the walls. My mage is here now. She can throw out a few fire, a few nice buffs. And right, they're mostly here. Let's drop some fire spells in there. That should do a nice bit of damage to them. It's also going to hit some Lars a bit, but... Right, you guys can now just charge in there. You can hit them. Why are they on my mage? Get my mage back. My mage needs to get out of there. She does not want to die. We are quite happily holding here now. It's over here where we're struggling. I'm actually going to start pulling some more guys over here.
We are ready.
Let's get one of my dragons moving over to this unit. And one onto this phoenix. We're almost ready to push out, actually, which will be nice.
Sorceress of blood.
Where else are they built up? Actually, we're breaking them off the walls nicely now. Let's pop up another fire buff for my guys.
Sarathan! What deeds await?
Well, why are these guys back here? Let's get these guys straight up onto the walls.
Onward. Black gods. Shades.
Hammer into them. We really are cracking them on the walls now. Let's you go hit that. You guys can move over here.
Red spears. Cold-blooded killers.
Pretty much routed them now, actually, guys.
By Cain. Understood.
To the point I'm charging out with some of my units. So that I think we might have dealt with that unit. So yeah, nicely dragon eating all of these with the harpies helping out. See the elves running in the background. They do still have some guys on the walls, but they're not really doing much. So yeah, up here we've cracked them. They're fleeing. They're not fleeing yet. To be fair to these guys, they are holding nicely. And they're still holding in here. For now. Let's get my Hydra down and over here. I'm impressed by that unit of archers still holding there. Let's get all of my shades back up onto the walls to start shooting. My mage is hurting. She can just stay back for now. My lord obviously broke at some point because she's right back there. How are they still holding? Right, my other dragon can come in here as well. And there you go. This is the mass route now, guys. Pyrrhic. I'm not sure I'd agree that was a Pyrrhic victory. It's Pyrrhic because I took a lot of losses, but I defeated a far... Well, it wasn't a far bigger force, but it was a very strong force attacking me. So I'm very, very happy with that, even though it was a loss, you know. We defended Vauls Anvil valiantly. With some of our dragons, you know, getting huge amounts of kills. We did lose a unit. Oh, we lost a unit of... No, we lost a unit of Blackguard of Nagaron, but when you consider what we took out,
My power grows.
that is a huge victory actually, because we just shattered 2 full stacks there. Oh, and here they come again. Ooh, the High Elves took out some of them for me, which is good, that helps me. And what are these guys doing? As I said, this is the thing, is everybody is trying to take on Chaos at the moment, which really does help me. We can see the vampiric corruption in his land. No, I don't want an alliance of that sort of sort with you at the moment. The vampiric corruption in the old world is immense, actually. You know, you can see the levels of corruption in some of these places, which are... So, obviously, the lizardmen are at war with the vampires. I'm probably going to have a war with the vampires soon. Oh, and here come more chaos to deal with. This is why I'm very tempted to send a small expeditionary force to take out the main Chaos Lords. Now I know roughly where they are, because that will stop all of these mini invasions from continuously happening, which are becoming a bit annoying. These guys are still looking for a home. They might find one over there. I am getting quite concerned by how big Mazamundi is, but I'm sure he'll get dealt with soon. Marafi's ambush has been foiled, so she can just pull into this town. They are now sieging me here and bringing up someone else.
I have dark purpose.
Let's have some fun.
My powers are growing. Go kill! Carnage and bloodshed await. Yes.
So that's a nice set of kills there.
Rookie nobility.
And then you can...
Do not cease.
No, you can hold here to try and pull them back.
Dark Lord. For the Witch King.
So you're going to sit there within sight of Lothern to try and get them to pull back. Malekith is ready next turn. We can hold here with one army. Especially one army like that. So you are going to start double timing it back down to the Lothern front this way. We might need to redirect you for another little bit of anti-chaos. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be ending this one here because we have overrun a little bit. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this.